How much does NIL factor into your recruitment?
NIL factor pretty big in my recruitment. I want to come in, I want to have fun, but I also want to make money. I want to be able to take care of my family. NIL, it's a big thing, but, it's not always all about the money. It's about where it's the best fit. And I say I wouldn't just be giving money. I want to work for it. So, just produce what I earn, so that's a big part of it,
It didn't. I think that I was really fortunate about. It didn't factor into my recruitment, which is good, honestly. I feel like I made a decision based off where I wanted to go, who was there, what the college was like, and not based off money. So something I can, pride myself on.
Really? It does a little bit, but not a lot. Really, I just want to play football, at the next level. That would be my life's dream. Ever since I grew up, I've been wanting to play, just keep playing football. That was my goal. And now I can do that in college at a high level on national TV. Yeah, so really I just want to play, hopefully get to the NFL. If not, I'll be at a great school to get a good degree and do something after football.
I'll be lying if I said it didn't have a factor in my recruitment, because it do, My main goal is to, get my family to where they don't have to work again, so it plays a part, but it don't plays a big part, I'm still looking at schools to get developed and get me to the next level to get the big money, to get to the main goal. So I just want to be comfortable in college, so it really don't plays a real big part,
It doesn't really play a big factor. I would say it's a priority in my recruitment. I wouldn't say it's everything. I definitely value development, family environment, education, and you could fit NIL somewhere in the mix.
It doesn't really factor a whole lot, but since it's here, I want to take advantage of it as much as I can, but I don't really base a decision too much off of NIL.
It don't really factor a lot because, once you get to college, if you play good, you're going to get paid regardless of, the situation. So I feel and then if you go on a 3-year plan to get to the league, it's right down the corner, so all you got to do is just wait for 3 years and you'll get, that major contract. But it definitely play a role. You don't want to go to college for nothing though, for sure.
Well, you said it. Yeah. You said it. You said if I go to college and play well, I'll get paid. Yeah. How do you know that's going to happen? Do you ask these schools about it?
Yeah, you really talk to the players and they just tell you. I know Malachi starts from Georgia. The first year he didn't really get a lot of the money. And I was talking to him about it. And he was like, "Well, I went out there and made all them plays, freshman All-American. Now he's probably making 6 figures, something like that." You feel me?
At all.
Why not? It's out there. Everybody's talking about it.
Nah, NIL really ain't play a big factor in my decision. I really say that because, really, you can have, all the money in the world, but, at the end of the day, if you're not comfortable, if you're not happy there, then, there's really no point of, doing that. So I really felt more comfortable at Georgia. That's why I really committed to Georgia, because that's really where I'm comfortable at, and that's where my family is also comfortable at, too. So
I feel like for me right now, it doesn't really factor in that much. I feel like money will come. If you play good, money will come. And I feel like we don't need to chase money as athletes. I feel like the money will just come to us. So,
honestly, I'm not really concerned about NIL like that. I know it's coming, but I'm really concerned, playing football and be able to get a degree, go to school for free. That's pretty much the biggest part for me. But I know NIL's come with it too, so it's just a plus.
NIL really doesn't play that much of a factor into my recruitment because I'm not really too much worried about the money right now. I'm more so worried about getting ready for the NFL. That's really my main goal with going to college, developing and going to the league.
It's not really big of a deal. It's just something, if it come, it come. It's a change for my family and myself, so yeah.
We had a conversation with Tennessee this weekend about it, but that's one of the first that we've had, so I'm assuming that on the officials they'll kind of talk about it, but I haven't really mentioned it to any of the colleges just because that's nothing that I'm really worried about. And, I want to go to college to play football, and NIL is just a byproduct of that.
For me, NIL is really not a big deal. I think I look at NIL as an opportunity to show young athletes their worth, but also it shouldn't be who you are. You shouldn't pick a school just because they're giving out money. They're going to be like, oh, we're going to promise you this amount of money, because at the end of the day, that's chump change when it comes to the league.
It's not the deciding factor. I want to pick a school on my relationship with the coaches, my relationship with the other players in my class, but it does play a little part being able to support myself and my family.
What's one thing that people maybe don't know about NIL that you think they should know?
Now, some of the money sometimes the schools offer you like don't be true. Like they could like tell you, oh, I'm gonna give you 15 million, some 20 million, and then like you get up there and they're not giving you all the money, and now you be like wanting to leave and want to transfer. So like, I definitely heard one of those stories before.
I'll probably say for me, people think that like since I have a large NIL value, they think I'm able to get all that money right now. That's not really the case. You know, I kind of do gotta wait because I'm pretty sure it's illegal in Georgia. So I kind of do gotta wait for my time. So people think I have all the money and all that stuff. Yeah.
I think it's that everybody thinks it's corrupt, and it's not. I mean, there's a lot of great people out there doing it for the right reason and doing it for the players, and I think that's the biggest misconception right now because you hear all about the bad deals and the the bad agents and all that, but there's a lot of good out there too, and there's a lot of people using it for the right reason.
I could say like the big money part, like everybody is saying like 4 mil, 5 mil. You know, when you get there, you probably don't get it. So, I mean, just listen for numbers basically. Like if you listen for numbers and like if you think you're getting 5 mil, then nah.
NIL is like, as far as NIL, it's not just about what school you go to. It's about who you are, character, just profile. Period. NIL is who you are. Things that you built, your brand, just communicating with communities, and giving back. It's just a lot about your character. NIL isn't just about what school you go to.
I feel like a lot of fans think that the money just comes to us like right when we get to the school. Like, oh. Like you hear like stories like, oh, he's getting 9 mil. I feel like people think, oh, he's just gonna get 9 mil right when he comes. Like, no, it's like it's factored in there. But yeah.
But the NIL takes a lot of respect. It takes a lot of time to talk the deals, talk deals and contracts out with brands. So I think they should know that it takes a lot of work and time for NIL deals to actually be.
Really, I feel like a lot of people think that only like the top players get the NIL, but really, just if you go to college and you grind, you'll get the NIL deals that some of the big time names getting. Just there's a lot of opportunities out here. Just apartment complexes, cars, car dealerships, just a bunch of things that'll get you there.
I don't believe when people or like rumors about kids or recruits getting paid millions of dollars when they step on campus. I don't really believe that. I can't see that at all happening.
None of you or your friends are getting offered millions of dollars to step on campus?
I don't think so. They might be getting offered it, but I couldn't see it actually happening, though.
Being able to have NIL and get money is a privilege itself, so I wouldn't take advantage of it and be thankful for what you got.
Yeah, I can give you I would say it's more of a misconception. Not even honestly a misconception,
Sure.
a little bit just a fact about it. It's really awkward. It's not easy to talk about at all even coaches, even you guys, it's not easy to talk about at all. NIL is a little bit awkward.
I'd say that kids choose school over, like for the NIL. I feel like I talked to a lot of kids that's been committed. I feel like that's not true. They truly like the school, like love the coaching staff, love the depth chart and all that stuff. So I feel like that's one of the biggest misconceptions.
Like they think just because you get like an NIL deal, you just get paid like every day, like or every week or so. But like you just got to do stuff really to get paid.
You just get all that money right then and there.
It don't
work like that. You got to produce. You got to produce, and you gotta show why you is worth that money.
I would say the biggest lie is it's the only thing that matters. Because a lot of these kids, like me in general, picked up a football and went into high school, and you were still not allowed to get paid. And I think the reason you picked up that football was not because of the money; it was because you loved the game. And I think that's the biggest lie, is that it's the only thing that matters in someone's recruitment. Because I know for me that wasn't the truth. I think at the end of the day, really the only thing that matters is the love you have for the game, and the money is something that comes with the platform you build for yourself.
I think most fans, they think that NIL is the whole thing, like why these players are committing to these colleges, like Texas. They say I'm so big on Texas because the money and stuff like that, but really it's like the development I see myself getting in a program, and like as well as Miami.
What's the craziest thing in NIL that's happened to
Yeah.
you or somebody you know?
Well, I say being committed to Tennessee, I feel like I got to bring up, Nico, when he went to Tennessee and he was getting $9 million. I feel like that was kind of the biggest thing. That's a lot of money. $9 million is a lot of money, so I feel like that was kind of the biggest thing.
My facts might be wrong on this, but the quarterback that was committed to Florida or
Jaden
something
Rashada.
like that. Yeah, Jaden Rashada. His whole situation was crazy to me, I'm not gonna get into it because I know none of my business, but that's probably was the
Jaden Rashad.
Yeah.
Rashad. That was.
Yeah, I think there was a story about last year's cycle. There was a kid who, I guess, was talking about getting money from a school, and he was using it as leverage for another school, but didn't realize the coaches talked to each other, and that the leverage is fake.
The kid that was committed to Florida, the quarterback,
Jaden Rashada.
I don't know why he took all the money.
You don't know why he agreed to it
Yeah.
originally?
Yeah.
Why? What do you mean by that?
Cause what it was like $7 million?
14 million over 3 years is what On3 reported.
14 million is kind of crazy. I'm just saying.
Like if it's too good to be true, it might be too good to be true.
Yeah, it was. That was 14 million was kind of crazy. I went like, if it's a school offering you 14 million, then it's probably like they're probably not gonna give it to you. So it's something to look into, something to talk with your family about, and stuff like that.
Crazy story I've heard.
Or been a part of.
I've heard a couple people promise like tons of millions of dollars and barely even get any. So it's just like it's crazy how you can really, and that's also for me. I'm not gonna choose a school because they're saying all this money. Even if they do give me all the money, I'm not gonna choose that school for that. But it's some people a lot choose from NIL, and that's the only reason why.
One of my friends was telling me about how the school was offering him so much money, and he chose to commit there. But once he commit, they changed the decision and didn't give him any money. So
the old bait and switch.
Yeah.
I've heard some things like some schools have ran out of scholarships, but they've been able to fill that void with NIL money.
Yeah.
Being able to give the kid kind of a free spot, but not on scholarship technically.
I mean, I've heard people that have signed deals where they didn't read the the subscript, and they have to give off like 20% of what they make. So I mean, like stuff like that is just crazy to think that you got to give 20% of everything that you make to somebody, and I think that's just crazy.
I've heard of some schools offering a crazy amount of money, like maybe some millions, just to go there, and that's kind of crazy because that can really change the whole spectrum. Because a person could like this school, but this school offers more money, so they might just flip just because of the money wise. So.
Yeah, as far as like me being committed to Michigan State, it's like a lot of fans like, man, he's over there getting that NIL money, or Nick Marsh is getting paid big money, and it's just I never was getting paid money. It's just the relationship with the coaches and stuff, what kept me there, and everyone thought that I was like getting paid some big time money, and it was I'm like, yeah, man, I'm like, I wish I had some money for real. Y'all talking about some money, man. I wish I had some money, but that's one of the craziest stories by far.